Okay. Alright, so I don't know why it's crashing here. I might just need to watch the rest of the video and then just write stuff down. Because it's not letting me go any past this. At this point, that would probably be faster. To just write stuff down at this point. So I'm just gonna full screen this, or not full screen it, but make this bigger. Alright, so I'm just gonna make this bigger and just write stuff down.
5 optional
that's
portion in this game.
That's probably what I should have done from the start, is just watch the video, but whatever. I mean, at least I got some practice in.
This is the second one that we're encountering.
Earlier stuff.
The first one being the fat guy in the kitchen, so... Yeah, again, them being optional, we don't need to capture them. The reward for capturing them is you just get a shit ton of money. But what we do need from this room is the key that we get by running on this treadmill. It's pretty neat. This key is optional, but it cuts off, like...
I'm actually gonna rearrange stuff really quick. Put that there. This is a little last minute. Alright, good enough.
Probably over a minute of walking. So this key is definitely worth getting. So run on the treadmill and get the key.
So get that key.
So what this key does is it creates a path between area 3 and 2.
I'm gonna try to start hurrying up a little bit here.
Through the, when I exit this room every time we want to get to area 3. So when I exit this room, I'm immediately going to turn around, aim my C-stick up, and hold down the L button.
Yeah, that I wanna practice, but I don't have a way to do that. I can try booting up Dolphin again, but it doesn't want to seem to let me go any further than that. Just out of bounds. I guess I'll just have to write down what he does and just hope for the best when I do my runs. I guess, okay, if there's anything that's gonna come up that I might have some trouble with, when I get to that part in my first run, I'm just gonna practice it a bit. Like, even if I lose a bunch of time, whatever, it's my first run. Because that's all I can really do at this point.
Because what this does is that...
so what did he just
puts
do?
out the fire. So when I exit this room, I'm immediately going to turn around, aim my C-stick up, and hold down the L button. Because what this does is that...
Okay, aim the C-stick up and hold the L button. Moving... And you have to turn around, right?
And hold down the L button. Because what this does is that puts out the fire on this door. Typically this door would be on fire, but with the hitbox being so large, we can actually shoot it from a level under. It's very weird, but hey, we take those time saves. Alright, so coming in here, what I would recommend a beginner to do is just stay down here, wait for this ghost to spawn, and capture him, and then come up here. The faster strat would be to capture him while on the ceiling. So now we're gonna get this guy. And this is the third and final element.
What did you do for those other ones?
While on the ceiling. The faster strat would be to capture him while on the ceiling. So So now we're gonna get this guy.
Alright, so you want to get those two. Go on the ceiling. Okay.
And this is the third and final element, ice. Just gonna capture that really quick. Boo's in place. You spray them with it. Most useful element of the three, because it allows you to keep booze in place if you spray them with it.
You can. I never actually thought to do that, despite the third boss. What you have to do in the third
I'm just gonna
boss.
get the ice element really quick.
I never actually thought to do that with normal booze.
And spawn the boo wherever he may be. So you'll notice if I spray him with the ice, he just stays in place for a short time. Pretty neat. If you need to open a chest or something, you can just keep him in place. Alright, so we're gonna come in here.
Go to the bathroom first thing.
We're gonna pull back the shower curtain. We're gonna spray this pig-looking lady with ice.
Pig-looking lady.
And then she'll show her heart, basically. And then we just suck her up like that. There's no boo in this room. This is just a random portrait ghost. I don't know why they put her in the game. But this key unlocks the billiards room. We don't need anything from the billiards room. We just need to go to the projector room. So we're going to cross over into the billiards room. Alright, so exiting this room, I'm going to flashlight skip and come across the hall.
Suck the pig
Now,
lady.
this portrait ghost in
Oh, boy.
particular can be a pain, mainly because of these yarn balls. So, I'm gonna knock on this table, the yarn balls will fall, and I'm just gonna hit her 3 times with them. To prevent getting hit by the yarn balls, just keep your distance and let them come to you. Oh, what was that? So you hit her 3
Alright,
times.
so far it
get her
doesn't
in the
look
bottom
too
left
different than a
corner.
casual playthrough. You have to suck the old lady in this game.
Come over here, grab the key, and now we'll look for the boo. Oh, he moved. Again, that's one of the many instances that boos control you in this game. They can switch locations. Alright, so we're coming up on the Astral Hall, so we're gonna grab fire from this candle right here.
Okay, that's something I need to remember, just to grab fire.
Because we need it to light the candles in this room.
And a lot of the stuff I probably don't need to write down. I'll just slowly start remembering as I do.
So now a little
runs, but-
cutscene's gonna play. Now, this double right here, it's not too hard to perform. What you want to do is you just want to spawn both ghosts, move to the left, move to the right a little
The only stuff I need to actually write down is stuff like the strats they do, like that I wouldn't otherwise know.
bit so that gold ghost can get behind
So what
both
do you
ghosts.
do?
Double right here, it's not too hard to perform. What you want to do is you just want to spawn both ghosts, move to the left, move to the right a little bit so that... What you want to do is you just want to spawn both ghosts, move to the left, move to the right a little bit so that gold ghost can get behind the candle there. But if
Okay, let me write that down.
you don't know how to do that, what I would recommend doing is just there. But if you don't know how to do that, what I would recommend doing is just getting singles here. I'd recommend getting the gold ghost first and then getting the shy guy.
Okay, so I don't have to worry about that too much then, for
Now
now.
triple's gonna spawn, get the grabber ghost first, because that will cause the shy guys to align them.
I'm going to get the grabber ghost first. Grabber goat. Ghost first.
themselves. And you can get a quick double. That double's free. So you shouldn't miss that.
I mean, I'm bad at getting doubles, so don't doubt
Here's our
my
boy, stay hydrated,
my
bye.
ability. shouldn't miss doubles.
I do have water on hand, so we're in there. Alright,
This
now we're
part
coming
is
up
gonna
to
annoy me in
probably the
runs.
best part of the game. Moonshot. This is a lot of people's favorite part.
I doubt that.
Alright, so we just need to come over here and catch one of these comets and aim it at the moon. Like, the angle for this makes no sense whatsoever. You just have to get a feel for it and hope that you get it. So we struck the moon there. Is there a consistent way to hit the moon? Nah, you just, like, really gotta get a feel for it. It makes no sense at all. It's just something that you're gonna have to get used to. Because if it makes sense that you're gonna hit it, you won't hit it. It makes no sense at all. Alright, so that's the third Mario item. We need to get 2 more.
So you go...
So again, that key that we got by just come through this door.
So I want to go through the door that we got the key for.
Alright, so we're gonna come to this door right here.
I know nothing about the Sonic Adventure
Alright,
games,
so
so I wouldn't
We're
know.
gonna come in this door right here, the billiards room. This guy is optional. Third optional Portrait Ghost, so we do not need to capture him. What we do need to do, though, is come in this door, the projector room. Now,
Probably gonna
how
need
you
to
get
write
the
some things
ghost to
down for this
spawn
room.
is you need to knock on this projector right here. But keep in mind, you have to knock on the side of it, because if you knock on the front of it, for some reason it won't activate. The hitbox is on the side of it, so just come to the side here, knock on it, and it'll activate. And like the mirror room, you can't see these guys in the foreground, but it's actually a little bit more difficult this time because you can't see the ghosts themselves. You can only see their shadows in the projector. As you can see.
Eggman blows up half the moon. Of course he does, because what doesn't he do?
So we're just gonna capture this guy.
Eggman can do anything
Same
and
with
just
this
be.
guy.
I'll just be like, yeah. Eggman would do
Now
that.
I'm gonna line myself up for a double here. Just stand in the middle of the room on this line. Move up. Shake this guy off with your... So we're just gonna capture this guy.
Okay, so just capture that one.
Same with this guy. Now I'm gonna line myself up for a double here. Just stand in the middle of the room on this line. Move up. Shake this guy off with your... Just stand in the middle of the room on this line. Move up.
Why does he say move up when he moves down?
Shake this
It gets fixed in the next game.
guy off with your C-stick. And you... Now I'm gonna line myself up for a double here. Just stand in the middle of the room on this line. Move up. Shake this guy off with your C-stick.
Okay, that's simple. I'm gonna write that
And you got-
down. In projector room. Good enough.
Got an easy double there. Same thing. Stand in the center of the room here. I like to move down, then move up, so I can get these guys aligned. Center of the room here. I like to move down, then move up, so I can get these guys aligned. Shake him off.
Wait.
I like to move down, then move up, so I can get these guys aligned. Shake him off.
I don't know why he has his directions
I
like
like to
opposite.
move down, then move up, so I can get these guys aligned. Shake him off. And there you got a triple.
Just use some flex tape.
Move up, so I can stand in the center of the room here. I like to move down, then move up, so I can get these guys aligned.
So,
And shake him off. And there you got a triple. Move over here to the chest.
that's a
Open it.
lot of damage.
Now, if the boo's in the projector, you actually have to shake it with your vacuum. You can't just knock on it to spawn, and for some reason you have to use your vacuum. So keep that in mind. Alright, so now we're going to use the mirror to go back to the...
Mirror warp in the billiards room.
careful here because we're going to be going back to Area 1, do a little bit of backtracking because we have to catch the twins. So while
that's why
doing
they
this,
didn't
we're
catch those
actually
ghosts
going
right away,
to
because you have to catch the
get the
twins
boos
too.
that we previously didn't get here.
The
It's a
boos,
lot
I
more
mean.
of a convenient time to get them now since we do have to come and fight the twins. So we're going to start with Neville's room here. Luck, he's
Alright,
down.
so the boos,
It's all
there's
about
no special
luck, shit,
strat, you
fine.
just
After
do
you
it.
capture 15 boos, the text that EGAD shows you is random, so the text can range from 1 second to 8 seconds.
Oh, that's a yikes.
So that's something to note after you capture the 15th boo. So always hope for short text there. Gonna need to shake their helicopter mobile with my vacuum, so I'm just gonna move in a circle there so they spawn. Yo, T-Drain, what is up, my dude? How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Just doing a tutorial here. How do you suck up the white flying ghost so fast? Good question. So they're gonna ask to play hide and seek. You obviously want to say yes to continue on with the. So they're gonna ask to suck
Yes,
up
the
the white
default
flying
option, that's all I
ghost so
need to know.
fast here. How do you
Okay,
suck
it
up
is.
to play
I don't have to
hide
worry
and
about that.
seek? You obviously want to say yes
T-Drain.
to continue on with the run. Then you're gonna want to exit the room so they can hide really quick. Then you're gonna come back in here and there's gonna be 5 boxes. I'm sure when you were a kid you thought that this was completely random. But
I
there's
still
actually
do.
a way you can cheat the system here by using your vacuum.
Oh,
So
no, I didn't know
use
that.
your vacuum and it does not shake, they're not in there. If it does shake, like this, then they're in there. So we know he's in here because it shook.
I always mix it up, like,
And I believe that
is
the one in the
it
top
the ones
left
that
shook
shake
as well.
that they're in, or
Yep,
is it
so
the
he's
ones
in
that
here.
don't shake? But it's the ones that do shake that they're in. So I'm making note of that.
What am I gonna do? Max percent over spring break. My spring break starts April
I couldn't
1st,
even imagine max percent.
so it'll be during that
That
time.
sounds awful.
We cheated, which we sort of did. One's in a car, one's in a plane. Something pretty neat here is these guys are actually a reference to 2 very interesting inventors. The one on the car is named Henry. He's named after Henry Ford. The one on
did
the
not
plane
know
is
that.
named Orville after Orville Wright, one of the Wright brothers. So since there's 2, the one on the plane has the pearls. But I always recommend getting the one on the car first because he's more of a threat if you get the one on the car first.
Alright, so more not
So
too
definitely get the one on the
complicated
car first.
strats. He's getting the boot before the key, though. But I guess it doesn't really matter which one you do first. Not after Orville Redenbacher.
Yeah, I'm also going to do rank percent. That's something also. Also, I don't believe that I covered the colors of the chest in this game. A lot of people actually don't know this,
Wouldn't
but
he be riding in a popcorn
all
machine?
red chests contain Mario items. All blue chests contain keys.
Oh, I didn't
All
know.
green
Well, actually, no, I
chests
didn't know that
contain
they were
money,
color-coded.
And all gold chests contain area keys. If I lost a boo, should I restart the run? No, of course not. You never want to reset over a missed boo. Unless you're a skilled player of this game. So if you lose a boo, just suck it up, go find him, or get a backup boo, whichever works.
Just suck it up and go suck it up. Alright, some more booze.
Fuck off. Appreciate that. Here. And I'm gonna overwrite cloth. It doesn't work losing this whole
What are you
by
saying?
sucking up the cloth. That actually overwrites the EGAD
So
text,
much
so it
suck.
skips it entirely. Now you can only do this with a cloth. It doesn't work with anything else. Cloth. That actually overwrites. By doing this, catch him at the same time, and I'm gonna suck up the cloth.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna spawn the boo. I'm gonna catch him, and I'm gonna move back, and I'm gonna catch him at the same time, and I'm gonna suck up the cloth.
Okay, I will write that down. Suck the cloth when getting the boo in whatever her name was. In the mom's room. I know the dad's Neville.
By doing this, by sucking up the cloth, that actually overwrites the EGAD text, so it skips it entirely. Now, you can only do this with a cloth. It doesn't work with anything else.
Lydia, thank you.
Alright, so since we have all the booze in this hallway, I'm gonna mirror warp.
And then mirror warp.
It's actually faster than walking all the way to the foyer, so mirror warp is the most optimal thing to do. And now that we have all 5 of Mario's items, we're gonna take them to the fortune teller. An area that we were at in area 2. So just
I remember
have your
Chauncey.
flashlight on her orb here.
And Bogmire.
And she'll spawn. Yo, Ashton with the follow. Thank you so much. Now you can talk to her at the front of the table or on either side. So this is just like a straight minute and a half of mashing, so there's literally nothing to talk about
Okay,
here.
so I just skip all this then.
Actually, one of the... I think it's the only friendliest portrait ghost 1500th follow.
Her name's Clairvoya, I know that
That's
much.
because that makes
Madding
her up. I
Clairvoya
prefer to use the
specifically.
C fight, just because that makes it easier than the control stick. Alright, so spawn this boo.
So I want to spawn the boo yet again. Get
Most
the
time-
key.
Safari room because now we need to stop and get ice for the safari room because we need ice to counter the ghost elemental barriers in that room. Now, a lot of people always forget the ice, and I seriously try not to forget the ice because you're losing a minute if you forget the ice and you go all the way up to the safari room and realize that you don't have ice. We've all made that mistake. If you run this game, I guarantee you've made the mistake of forgetting ice. So just stop in there and get ice. Now we're gonna come over here and head up to the attic. Watch out for Dora the Exploder there. Oh god, that
Or
voice
the
crack.
Exploder. I love that.
But yeah, I don't know their official names,
a lot,
but we
apparently.
just call him Dora the Exploder. Shoutouts to Death Johnson for that nickname. No longer a runner of this game. Feels bad, man. Alright, so open this door to the safari room. Now, the ghosts in this room will not spawn until you activate the deer heads here on the
I already
wall.
knew that, so I don't have to write that
I don't know
down.
why you have to activate the deer heads, that's kind of a specific thing. But particularly the middle deer head. If you activate the one on the right, they won't spawn. If you activate the one on the left, they won't spawn. It's caused by the one in the middle. So we're gonna suck these guys up, countering their elemental barrier with ice. Now, if you're a new runner, I would not advise going for this double here that I typically tend to go for in my speed runs, because it is kind of a hard double to learn, so I wouldn't go for it. Just get the singles. I actually just missed both of them, that's kind of sad.
So nothing too big. Hit the boo, like always.
So if you come up here, there's actually going to be a boo standing guard at this door to prevent you from moving to access this door. 5 boos ton. Kind of like the
You need 20 boosts for that one,
dude.
right?
beginning of the run where we needed 5 boosts, so I'm going to unlock the bathroom. That's basically the same here. So I'm going to unlock this door, and I'm going to move to sidestep controls. Definitely not
smooth.
T-Drain with
To sidestep for Bulosis.
the follow. Left, up, and now we have to get ready to fight all of them. Drop your cocks and grab your socks. Let's do this.
Okay.
Unfollowed. What the hell? I'm still at $12.99. This is bogus. Which one of you flatfoots unfollowed? Anyways, starting this boss fight, I'm gonna immediately go to the right side. So I'm gonna go to the right here, and I'm gonna move around this unicorn
Sock
statue.
dropped.
So that'll make Bulosis easier to pop. I'm gonna grab this ice. I'm gonna line myself up on this line.
Okay, so I
gonna
need
go
to
to the
really
right
pay
here.
attention to this because I hate this boss
And
so
I'm gonna
much.
move around this unicorn statue. So that'll make Bulosis easier to pop. I'm gonna grab this ice. I'm gonna line myself up on this line. With basically a straight angle with my vacuum. I'm gonna have it aimed down, and I'm going to move back. Now that's kind of difficult to explain, so you'll just have to watch me do it. So I'm gonna move back. I'm gonna aim my vacuum up. I'm gonna start spraying. And I'm gonna shoot the ice element.
I'm not
And
gonna
just
get
like that, that was
first
a pretty
try.
good shot. So as long as you have a straight angle and you're lined up on that line, this boss fight should be pretty easy for you.
Okay, so let me go over that one more time.
And I'm going to move back. Now that's kind of difficult to explain, so you'll just have to watch me do it.
Okay, so you just want to line yourself up and then like look down and then back up a bunch.
So I'm gonna move back. I'm gonna aim my vacuum up. I'm gonna start spraying. And I'm gonna shoot the ice element.
I really wish I could practice that, but fortunately I can't really.
And just like that, that was a pretty good shot. So as long as
So, okay, pop the boo on the right one. And then how am I gonna word this? So, okay, you line yourself up on which one?
just like the ice. So I'm gonna kind of difficult with myself. So that'll make Boolossus easier to pop. I'm gonna grab this ice.
So you line up on that one.
I'm gonna line myself
Okay.
up on this line, down. So as long as you have a straight angle, done. There we go. There's one area left, area 4. Now we'll be using sidestep controls for the 4. Now we actually didn't use sidestep controls for that boss fight. What we will be using sidestep controls for is something coming up at the beginning of area 4, the blackout. I'll explain that more when we get to it here in a minute.
So skip this.
Holding your R button or R trigger rather, because you won't have to go through the animation of Luigi pulling it out. So I'll
You won't have to go through the animation of Luigi pulling it out. Not a sentence I thought I would be saying today.
Hidden Mansion, there you go. You've done it many times already. Alright, so when you go through this door, be holding your R button or R trigger rather, because you won't have to go through the animation of Luigi pulling it out. So I'll show that off here. So you see, you gotta waste time.
I wonder how many frames a Luigi pulling it out takes.
To pull it out. Alright, so yeah.
So you want
Just have it already held when you go through this door.
Okay.
Now the reason being is because we're gonna get fire right here. So just get that fire element. And now we're gonna go up to where we beat Boolossus and trigger the blackout cutscene.
So an inch is 1 frame.
Nice. I'm now followed by Artemis's bot. I feel good.
So I just want to walk back.
The reason that we have sidestep controls enabled is because the blackout is about to occur, and during this brief period, the ghosts will be wreaking havoc across the entire match, and they will be spawning in every room. And like I said, as long as we have our flashlight on their spawn points, they can't spawn. You can actually get through this entire segment without a single ghost spawning. So that's what we're gonna do here. So I'm gonna mash through this text, spray my element, and I'm looking straight ahead. So typically, there would be ghosts spawning all along this balcony, but again, I have my flashlight on their spawn points, so they can't spawn. So let's say I turn around here. You see all these guys spawning. Alright, so now we're going to be utilizing the mirror in the safari room here. Now this is a mirror that a lot of people did not know existed. Wow,
I actually think I did know that
getting
existed.
jumped here. This never happens.
So mirror warp and
Alright,
Safari.
use the mirror. Will this be on YouTube? Yes, it will be.
Hey,
Alright, so
I'm on
use that mirror
YouTube.
to come back to the foyer. Because we need to
I'm
get a
watching this
portrait
on
ghost,
YouTube.
Uncle Grimly.
So I'm gonna go get Grimly.
He's located in the mirror, in the wardrobe room, rather. I was about to say mirror room. And just like the dancing ghost, whenever he shows his heart is random, but unlike the dancing ghost, ooh, I actually got the best RNG there. Alright, so, just like the dancing ghost, it's random when he shows his heart, but the dancing ghosts have to show their hearts 10 seconds early or 10 seconds late. But for this guy, he can show his heart between 0 and 45 seconds.
Oh my god.
So it's a lot more random with this guy. And I actually just got the best luck here. That's very interesting.
Someone, if you're watching,
So, you just
please
need to turn
make
your
this an
back to
actual
him.
video.
Wait for him to show his heart, typically. God, I'm talking so much, I'm losing my voice. It's causing it to crack so much.
I don't know if that'd be appropriate for YouTube, but
I need to chill down. God, I'm talking so much, I'm losing my voice. It's causing it to crack so much. I need to chill down.
so you want a mirror warp?
Talking. Because whenever I talk for a long period of time, I start to lose my voice. Alright, so anyways, we have the key there. Now we're gonna go down to the basement and turn the power back on.
Disappointing.
So we needed this key to unlock this door.
You were
because
just the person
Grimly
I was gonna ask.
Locked the room. Typically, this room
periodic.
would be
Did he say that?
unlocked. Alright, so now we're gonna go down to the basement
Okay, so go to the
to unlock
basement.
this door because Grimly locked the room. Typically, this room would be unlocked, but yeah, Grimly locked it right before the blackout, so it was locked. So we unlocked it with that key. So we're just gonna come over here and flip the breaker.
And isn't there a boo in this room?
And there you go, power's back
Yes, there
on.
is.
Now we're gonna skip getting the boo in this room. We only need to get 40 for the no out of bounds category. So yeah.
I feel like I should get it
'cause he has
anyway,
200
just in
HP.
case.
It's slow to get him. Didn't Blue Hits get a 45-second Grimly?
Actually, no,
he
maybe-
actually got
maybe
a
not.
40-second Grimly.
He says
Switchmaster
don't,
got
so.
a 45-second Grimly. Two ghosts in this room. This room is laggy as well, but not as laggy as Lydia's room, so... one of the ghosts being in this barrel, right here. So you can actually shake it through this little cage here. And spawn him. Move over a little bit. And capture him. Now something that I like to do is, when I'm capturing that ghost, lean up against this, what is this, shelf, I guess? Because that will cause any objects in this shelf to spawn, and it will not intervene when trying to suck up the boo in this room, because you'll be sucking up the boo, like, practically in the middle of this cage, and if a heart spawns, Luigi will prioritize the heart over the boo, and you will lock onto the boo, and he will potentially leave. So again, just spawn all objects in this shelf, so it doesn't mess up you sucking up the boo.
Oh, I should probably write that down too. Get all objects on a shelf before boo.
And now spawning this ghost. Gonna move back here. And we're gonna get the chest. Now it looks like the boo is actually in the middle here. Or the decoy. Let's see. Oh, they're both in here. Neat. Oh, he moved. Just like...
Okay, so then go back.
Now we're gonna do more backtracking to the top of the mansion once again, but this time we're gonna be proceeding through that door that we were going to go through before the blackout occurred. So the beginning part of Area 4 is just a lot of walking. So again, it's just like another chill part of the game.
Back here.
I'm gonna go craft speed. You're gonna want to come through this right door here, the end of the hallway. Now this room is optional, we don't need to clean it. Your reward for clearing this room is just a chest full of money. And with this being the no out of bounds category, you don't need the money in here. Alright, so just like the twins, there's more than one portrait ghost that we have to capture here. There's 3. The one in the middle has the money. But again, no out of bounds, we don't need the money, so it doesn't matter which order you capture them in. And they have these little pump guns that they're going to try to hit you with. Just avoid those, and
Alright, I already know how to get these guys.
we're going to masturbate here. Server, why would I join your server? No, I'm just kidding. Now, old strat called the Boston burn that we used to do, but it's actually faster just to burn them. I think a very optimal Boston burn is still like a second faster, but you don't need that second if you're a new runner, that's for sure, so just burn them. Ooh, the fire element just cucked me there. Alright. The backup double.
So burn the Shy Guys on the roof.
Follow me later on Twitter. Yo, thanks. Alright, so the key spawns up here on this left chimney. And there we go, that's the roof
Almost
key.
done.
Now to skip the animation of going down this ladder, similar to the well, just have out your vacuum. You'll skip that animation entirely. No more Boston burn. I still go for Boston burn because I like to save that second. But I wouldn't advise anyone else to go for it if you're not a top runner. Just go for the burn. Alright, so now we're coming up on probably the laggiest room in the entire mansion, the armory. I'm gonna show off the beginner strat here. So how you spawn these ghosts is you need to hit these little suits of armor here. So to spawn this guy, you just come down, knock on this armor, and suck him up. Now when you suck him up, you're going to want to come over here, knock on this suit of armor, spawn this guy, burn him, knock on this one.
Wait, which ones was it?
Of armor here, so to spawn this guy,
So it's that
you
one
just come
first.
down, knock on this armor, and suck him up. Now when you suck him up, you're going to want to come over here, knock on this suit of armor, spawn this guy, burn him, knock on this one, burn them, knock on this one, get a double. I haven't done this strat in a long time. This is the beginner strat for the armory room.
Okay, so that's a bit of a complicated room, so... Armory... So go down...
The guy, I want to come up and suck him up. You just come. Now when you suck him up, you're going to want to come over here, knock on this suit of armor, spawn this guy, burn him, knock on this one, burn them,
Okay.
knock on.
So... Alright. I think I have that worded in a way I'll be able to understand.
On this one, get a double. I haven't done this strat in a long time. This is the beginner strat for the armory room. It's a lot more consistent. I feel like I don't need to explain it because my movement is pretty self-explanatory, I'd say.
And then get the chest on the left.
All you have to do is just watch and you know where they are.
And then what was the other one he just did? That's the... Okay, that one.
Alright, now we're coming up on one of the hardest boos in this entire run. The armory room boo. You have to get a perfect, all perfect 15 cackles. And not only that, this room is so laggy, making it for a much more difficult suck up, so... Just gonna let him charge at me here. Gonna do my optimal R pumps every 10 HP to ensure that he doesn't get away. I'm gonna keep my distance, but while remaining close to him so he doesn't double cackle and leaves. Alright, so after this, I'm actually gonna purposefully save the game and reset the console.
So I want to... That was the armor he was just at?
To him, so he's
yes.
actually gonna purposefully...
Save and reset after armory, and then don't get booze in the breaker room.
Save the game and reset the console because it's faster than mirror warping. So I'm gonna load the file and go back into the hidden mansion. Now we're gonna go to the basement again and take its entire tutorial. Thus, beginning much easier time. I would advise clearing this room just because it'll make for a much easier time. So yeah, I'd recommend capturing the ghosts in this room.
So why
You
don't
can move
I
up to
cheat
not
that?
clearing it at a later point once you get more consistent at the game. Alright, so you're gonna get the ice and freeze the scoop so you can walk along here.
Oh, I clear it so that they don't bug me. So clear this room.
Alright, so and get this off. I apologize. Hopefully, it's still clear enough. I feel like the bad controller cam. Also, I'm sorry for like the bad controller cam. I haven't used this in a long time. I apologize. Hopefully, it's still clear enough.
Okay, so don't get the boo in that room.
Alright, so, in my opinion, this is probably the hardest portrait ghost in the game, Sir Weston. Due to him having a slightly difficult pull and you slipping everywhere along this ice, and the icicles falling from the ceiling. So right when I get your immediate text, you're going to want to burn his ice barrier immediately, because he will start throwing little ice shots at you. Want to burn him right before you get done with his text. Start burning him, because we want to burn him right before he starts throwing those little icicles at us. You see there, he was close. Now we start sucking him up. He's pretty easy on Hidden Mansion, but he's almost impossible to one cycle on a normal mansion. You'll be very lucky to get a one cycle.
I'm almost done.
But I flag in it, so just like fast.
Oops. No, I don't want to open Windows Media Player. I mean, that's how you do it. So, save and quit after... Alright, almost done. We're almost ready to actually start doing runs now.
And again, I'm actually going to save because it's faster than walking up all the way to the foyer. We'll respawn back up so you can get fire. I've already said this once, but you want to hold
Fire
it
in the
while going
hall
through
again.
that door so you don't have to go through the animation of Luigi pulling out his vacuum. You can save that little quick second there. Yeah, Gay Weston, that's right. Hashtag legalize Gay Weston.
I have no context for what he's talking about. Alright, where are you going?
Man.
You're going to Vangor, right?
Van Gore.
I guess that
Alright,
answered
so
that
this
question.
portrait goes here. Van Gore, throughout the entire run. Reason behind all these normal ghosts that we've been fighting throughout the entire run. He's an artist, so basically everything that he this
Same.
ghost body, I think basic due to this boss ghost is the secondary antagonist of the game. The main antagonist being King Boo. So these ghosts are going to spawn in increments of 3. So you just want to get them right when they spawn because they're so bunched up together. So for these grabbers are actually the hardest in my opinion. A very beginner-friendly strat that I would recommend is moving to the bottom of the room and turning around and capturing them. I do a lot faster strat
Yo, chill, Wizard, what's up?
there, but it's a lot more difficult to execute. Moving to the bottom of the room and turning around and capturing them. I do a lot faster strat there, but it's a lot more difficult to execute.
Okay, so go to the bottom of the room. And Vangor. Yo, Lunalesia. Lunalesia? I think I'm pronouncing that right.
Why are you
Thank you
following
for the
me?
follow and the hello. In Vangor. During the Grabber Ghost.
Why are you following me?
And, wait. Oh wait, that was Chill Wizard at first and then Lunalesia. I must have missed that. Yeah, thank you both for the follow. Welcome, friends, indeed. So during the Grabber Ghost phase, you want to go down.
Cute, so what I just did there was more beginner friendly. So
So
that's
anything special for these next couple?
Oh, I actually missed that triple there. But if you miss one of these poisonous mushrooms yet. So what that ghost just
Okay, so
spawned
use
is a
fire on
poisonous
those guys.
mushroom. I tried to purposefully get hit by the mushroom, but what those mushrooms do is if you get hit by one, Luigi will turn completely mini, and you can't do anything for about 10 seconds. I guess the
Oh,
only
that's
good
nice.
thing coming
That's
out
always
of it
good
is
when
the
that happens.
high-pitched Mario call that Luigi does when you press A. Alright,
What
so
have you
now
been,
that we've
playing?
destroyed all this guy's creations,
And what consoles?
he's gonna become hella triggered at
Alright, so I just want to see the fight. So that fight's
the
normal.
entire run cycle. Hopefully
And
with
get
this
the
boot,
boo.
they can go and actually go anywhere.
And then that's the
throughout
last boot, okay.
But rip. Again, we don't 40 you going to the safari room and mirror warping. Do not right
So you want
after
to save and quit again.
Go, you have
So
to
I'll
go
write
through
that
this
down.
door here. Down this spiral hallway.
And then go to the final area.
I'll be working 500.
Is there anything
health.
special I need to do for this fight?
Again, the most optimal.
Yeah, I
being
use Wii
a
instead of
2 cycle.
GameCube
That's the
too.
best you can do on this guy. So we're actually gonna do this entire boss fight
Why do you
without
have
him
3
moving
and
at all.
64s? That's kind of excessive.
So he's gonna stay in.
I mean, I'm no one to judge, but still nice. Yeah, I was wondering the same question. That is a lot of N64s. I mean, unless there were, like, siblings or something. I'd say ship one to me, but I have
Place
one.
the
Not many games for it, though.
whole time. But do keep in mind that he has an. he
Okay,
has
I
an
kind of
invisible
figured.
wall
I have
directly in front of him. So we need to
2
shoot
GameCubes and
past
2
this
Wii's because
invisible
of that
wall.
same reason, actually.
So I'm gonna purposefully move over here. A good visual cue is this line that I am currently standing on, because invisible. He has an invisible.
Okay, so
so
what am I
he's
doing
gonna
here?
Stay in place the whole time. But do keep in mind that he has...
I mainly just had like those really old consoles growing up because of my older siblings, like the Super Nintendo and the N64. I actually had my own PS1, which was way before my time, but I guess there was one at the store when I got it. I don't know. I was like 5.
And
But that was my own
he has an
personal
invisible
first
wall
console.
directly in front of him. So we need to shoot past this invisible wall. So I'm gonna purposefully move over here. A good visual cue is this line that I am currently standing on. Because there's just enough room to hit the side of his face and you can avoid this invisible wall. Because if you hit the invisible wall, basically all that'll happen is your shot will be eaten and his head won't get blown off. So, again, stand exactly where I'm standing and just shoot. Where I'm standing and just shoot.
Okay, so that's not too hard
Again,
then.
be eat. Start R pumping when he gets low enough.
So you are pumped for King
As
Boo
you can
as well.
see, I got under in mind 10 cycle.
Oh, how old am I? I'm 19.
But I got him low enough to the point where I can go for a 2 cycle.
But I wouldn't have expected 16 for N64s.
So that's what I'm gonna do here.
Like I said, the only reason I have consoles that old... Well, actually, I have an NES as well, but that was when I bought myself when I was a little bit older. So that wasn't any of my siblings, but... the N64 is from siblings. I think that's the only one I have. My Super Nintendo is actually a Retron and not original model.
Enough to
Okay, so it looks like you
But
want
I
to do the
get
same thing here.
enough to the point where I can go for a 2 cycle. So that's what I'm gonna do here.
Okay, so that looks pretty
That is
simple to fight.
Using the V.
And then timing ends once you get the...
Alright, and that is Luigi's Mansion.
once you suck King Boo. So now I can finally start runs. Now that I've been going for like a couple hours. When did I start? It was like 7, I think. So I've been going for about 3.5 hours. So I guess I'm probably not gonna have time to play Mario Sunshine like I planned, but that's fine. At least I have enough time to do plenty of runs. So let's do that then. I'll probably do one run and then take a break though, because I want to do one run right now, just because the route is still fresh on my mind, so it'd be best to do one without waiting. But I've been going for a long time, so after I finish that, I'm probably going to take like a 15-minute break, and then come back and do more runs. So, capture card. Oh, do I have to... Oh, I reset Streamlabs OBS, so that's probably why my capture card source is gone, so I have to re-add that. Alright, enjoy your snack. Why isn't it capturing my capture card? Am I doing something wrong here? Here, I'm gonna unplug it and replug it back in. Where's the hole? There we go. So I'm gonna... what is going on? Alright, my OBS is freaking out. It was doing this before I started, but like, it does this weird thing where I'm removing my capture card source, and it like freezes up, so I might actually have to reset OBS. Maybe. I'll give it a couple more seconds. Deactivate and inactivating. Like deactivating the source. Alright, looks like I'm gonna have to restart OBS again. So, yeah. Yeah, I guess I'll have to just restart it right quick.